About a week ago, a report from the Polish gaming magazine CD Action has confirmed what many fans of the small German development studio Piranha Bytes had feared, since news had come to light in January of this year that the Embracer-owned studio was up for sale and, in the case of no sale, closure. According to CD Action, who has been in touch with Piranha Bytes employees, the studio has been shut down as of the end of June 2024. And even though no official statement has been released yet either by Embracer, THQ Nordic, the immediate owner of Piranha Bytes and daughter of Embracer, or by Piranha Bytes themselves, pictures of the studio's abandoned office released by CD Action speak louder than any words. Roughly around the same time as this report was released, Jenny and Björn Pankratz, former Piranha Bytes employees, the latter of which was working as the studio's creative director for many years and in fact has worked for the studio since the original Gothic, announced the founding of a new studio, Piranha Studio. They both had left the company in November of 2023, apparently largely because of the troubles the studio is facing, but some rumors also implied that there were creative differences between Pankratz and some members of the studio who didn't like the direction the studio was heading with their latest franchise, Elex. In a second announcement, which came in form of another YouTube video, just as the first one had, Björn and Jenny mentioned that they didn't leave Piranha Bytes voluntarily and that their main reason for leaving the studio were the troubles Piranha Bytes and the gaming industry as a whole have been facing the last few months, which doesn't sound like they left due to creative differences. Be that as it may, as it looks right now, it is all but confirmed that Piranha Bytes has ceased to exist. Many people seem to think that the studio peaked with Gothic 2 and has since been dying a slow but certain death, and that the events of the last few months have just been an accumulation of past mistakes. But regardless of the objective quality of their games, they always were unique and there's nothing quite like them on the market. The first Piranha Bytes game that I played personally was Risen, and I absolutely loved that game. I remember being disappointed by Risen 2 because it was so different from its predecessor, but Risen 3 was somewhat of a return to form. Even though I haven't played it in so long, I don't even know what it's about anymore. Elex was a difficult one for me to get into just because it was probably Piranha Bytes' most difficult game, partially due to the actual intended difficulty of the combat and the progression, and partially because, in true Piranha Bytes fashion, how janky the game was. But after I gave it another go on a lower difficulty setting, I fell in love with the game, its world and its atmosphere, and I was really looking forward to the sequel. And although Elex 2 was disappointing in regards to its story and to a certain degree its world in comparison to its predecessor, the improvements in gameplay were noticeable and I would have liked to play an Elex 3. Alas, it looks like that is something we're never going to get now. So where does this leave us Piranha Bytes fans? For me, there are two silver linings on the horizon, although I'm skeptical about both of them. Firstly, there's the Gothic remake, which is currently being developed by the Spanish THQ subsidiary Alchemia Interactive. According to some reports, some former Piranha Bytes employees have found employment there, which should hopefully positively impact the development of the remake, making it feel more like a Piranha Bytes game. So far, we don't have enough information available about the remake, however, to draw any conclusions as to the quality of the finished product. The other silver lining is the Pankratz's newly founded Piranha Studio, although we virtually have no information about the games being developed there other than they are supposed to be smaller than Piranha Bytes' recent projects, but also more immersive. How much they will feel like Piranha Bytes games, if at all, remains to be seen, however. And this pretty much sums up the current state of affairs of Piranha Bytes. Yeah, if you'd like some more background information, check out my last video about the studio, which I will try to link somewhere, I guess. And more importantly, I'd like to hear your thoughts on the whole affair. Are you sad to see Piranha Bytes go, and what do you think about the remake and Piranha Studio? Let me know in the comments below. And yeah, I guess this is it for this video. Like and subscribe if you like the video. More videos like this are to come if there's more information, but I reckon we're just gonna hear an official statement in the next few days or weeks saying that Piranha Bytes has been shut down, unfortunately. But I also make reviews about Piranha Bytes games, and I'm actually working on a Fable review right now, which should be out at some point in the next 10 years, hopefully, if it releases on schedule. And yeah, check it out. Thank you. Bye.